this is WeFilmUWatch and we're doing a Minecraft 1.0 special. We are going to be fighting an Enderdragon.
I'm Dragonmasterr495
And I'm Dragonslayer495.
Like all good YouTubers, we sometimes have colds, and today I've got a cold too.
We're going to the Ender Realm, and to find the Ender portal that takes us there, we need an Eye of Ender, and we throw it in the air and follow the direction that it goes.
Now we have to go under the sea to the stronghold, and there we'll find an end portal, which will take us to the End Realm, and we can fight our Enderdragon.
To activate the Ender portal, you need to place Eyes of Ender in the portal blocks, which will activate the portal and then you can jump in.
When we jump through the portal, we end up in the End Realm, and this is the End Stone. And we need to break through here to get to the surface. And up on the surface we will see the dragon, who's called Boss. There he is. Wow!
The dragon regenerates its health from these ender crystals, which you can see at the top of the pillars. So you need to destroy these ender crystals to be able to harm the dragon.
And so we thought today we would have a battle with the Enderdragon, the boss. We're going to take him down because we are Dragonmaster and
Dragonslayer.
And while we do that, we thought we'd talk about how Minecraft has changed from the very beginning to today, release of 1.0.
Well, Minecraft started with Classic, and that was a bit limited in its use. All you could do was place and destroy blocks in a very limited area. But then there came Indev, which started survival. I'm not sure though, since I started in beta 1.6.6. And then after Indev was InfDev, which had an infinite world. And then and had survival mode as well, I think. And after InfDev you got Alpha, which had multiplayer survival mode as well, which was quite good. Well, I think it was quite good anyway. And there was, let me see, and then Alpha, and that's what you call Minecraft. Not like it is 1.0, but you know what Minecraft 1.6.6 really was, except lacking in some of the features. And then there came beta, which just improved the features a lot. But all this, it was quite hard to get most of the blocks. You had to either be on a multiplayer server and use like /give commands. There's no real way to get the stuff in single player other than by using like inventory edits or anything like that.
I, Dragonmasterr495, came into the game in 1.7. It was for me a great game because although there's the game where you could fight monsters, I liked it because you could create things. However, there wasn't the creative mode as you now get in, well, we had in 1.8 and onwards. So you had to actually mine everything yourself and find the blocks and build yourself. So I wanted to build a church, and it took me ages to build this church because it had a massive big roof and I kept falling off. I couldn't just hang in the air like you can in creative mode, but it was enjoyable because I actually learned how to do many things the hard way in Minecraft.
Then after 1.7 came 1.8, which had creative mode where you could just fly around and build things with infinite amounts of blocks. And it also included a hunger bar and experience, which had no real use until until 1.0.
So food was an issue because you needed food to keep going. Before you couldn't stack food, like you can now in 1.0. Equally, you didn't have a hunger bar, you got healed when you ate. But now, which I think is a much better way of doing things, you have a hunger bar, and providing you keep that full, you will heal over time. If you don't keep your hunger bar full, then eventually all your hits will deplete your health and you'll die and respawn. Oh dear.
And then there was the 1.8 terrain generation, which added ravines, which were just cut right through the middle of the land, and also you had strongholds and NPC villages, which didn't have any NPCs in them at the time, but they do now. Then there was 1.0, which added lots of new things like bow durability, lots of new sounds, being able to dye sheep, which I think is quite cool, enchantments and potions, quite a few other things as well. .0 also added the end, and it improved the Nether, which was a kind of fiery hell world. It added a lot of new mobs in the Nether, and it also improved the Endermen, which had been added in 1.8.
Minecraft is great because there's lots of different biomes. So there used to be the desert, forest, plains, and occasional snow biome, which is great and really interesting because it gave you different areas with different characteristics and different materials to build from. And then in 1.8 beta they brought in the swamp biome. And finally, in the release of 1.0, we now have the weird mushroom biome. Mushrooms came in earlier and you could build mushroom houses, but now with the mushroom biome, you've got mushroom cows. Really weird. You got to see them to believe them. Hold on a second. Now watch this. Watch how he takes out my flame here. Comes across. And whoa! He's knocked me off. Oh, ow.
We both quite like the adventure update, or which is what 1.8 and 1.0 are now called, and we really enjoy them. But we think it's really made Minecraft a bit too complicated. I mean, I think of Minecraft as a sort of quite simple game, but now it's a bit more than just simple. Now it's a bit confusing.
I guess the thing about some people wanting to do more with Minecraft and make it more like other games is they had to bring in these more complex features. But for us, it was a great game and we still love it because we can still do what we used to do. You can still create and you can still bash monsters. But you have the other features if you want to use them. One of the other great features that you can use Minecraft for is actually making videos. So we're going to be making a load of tutorial videos on 1.0 to show you all around the new features and the old features obviously. But we're also making our own adventures. So we've got One Man's Mission, which is a story of one man who's a farmer, and he ends up coming back to his homestead and nobody's around. And this was made in 1.8 where there are NPC villages but with nobody in them. And so we've used that story as he's trying to search for his family. And we're still developing the story and finishing it off, but we'll be finishing off with him coming back in version 1.0 where there will be some people in the village. And we're going to take it from there. So you have to tune in to WeFilmUWatch One Man's Mission to find out more. Okay, just one more hit and the dragon is dead. There he goes. What a spectacular finish. Look at that, lights. Wow. The end of the Enderdragon. The boss has gone.
And now to collect up all of the experience balls. Wow, level 104, that's good. Well, that's what we think of the new Minecraft. So I hope you've enjoyed our video, and well, we're going to show the end credits as well at the end in a separate video. And yes, well, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye from both